Yeah, watching the video from that last round, I made a mistake when I got my 3-drop. One of my 3-drops got 4-spiked, and I could have just played the land. And I don't really have any excuse because I think he'd already 4-spiked one thing. That might have turned the game around if I could have played around that 4-spike. But anyways, we have lost the roll. We are on the draw. We are probably going to keep this hand. It's a little loose, but we'll probably just play out the Baron more. Plus he mulligans, so that always makes me want to keep hands that I shouldn't when the other person mulligans. Ooh, is he playing the same thing we are? Because this hand is actually not very good against a value town deck. I mean, I guess it's alright. Yeah, looks like it's a mono black control mirror, except he's probably not an idiot like I was last game. Okay, so we got wrench minded. Gotta ditch this verdict. It's one of the worst cards. And I'm probably gonna ditch this crack rats so I can unearth it. Not a great start for us, but we'll at least have a guy this turn. Yeah. The reason I ditched the verdict is because 1-for-1 cards are actually just awful in this matchup. And the reason I ditched the rats to unearth instead of waiting around is I'm not a guarantee to draw a third land, and because he mulliganed, it could stunt his mana development if he or he could just have another wrench mine. Well, that's pretty insane. Again, discarding the 1-for-1 and the card that costs 6. Yeah, well, get in there, I guess. We could cycle unearth, try to draw a land, but I actually don't really care. If we draw a land, we can specter him. Instead, he drew a land, so he's gonna specter us. Oh, rager us. That's not too bad. Pretty bad when your opponent mulligans the 6 and double wrench mines you anyways. Alright, so we'll battle here and unearth if he blocks. He is going to block. Okay, sweet. We're really just trying to draw a couple swamps here, and we should, despite getting double wrench minded, we should have the tools to go ahead and finish out this game. He has an unearth for a rager. That's fine with us. Hopefully he does not go land crack rats, or we will never get out of this game. Does he have a third wrench mine? That is insane. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. Alright, well. Good beats, I guess. Land ever? Yeah, it's kind of a land. Should have attacked first, but oh well. Now I'll play the swamp and get destroyed by his 4th wrench mine, which will get the 2/3 drops left in my hand. Sign in blood for him as well. Okay. We're probably blocking here. Okay. Sweet. So he does not have a 2-drop. I say we rumble, because we can follow up with another 2-drop. He could have unearth. Question is, do we want to play the rats or play the specter? I think we're going to play the rats because he can't block it. We're going to hold on to the swamp so that we can discard it to ravenous rats if he has, well, he doesn't have ravenous rats, so he would have played it, but if he has Liliana Spectre of his own, we're just going to discard the swamp. I think that's better than like playing around the 4th wrench mine. Yeah, Tendrils is fine. It's another 1-for-1. Doesn't really affect us. And we're going to get a crack rats away his last card. Ooh, and follow up with another crack rats the next turn. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Kind of nuts that we're ahead on board and in cards when he had 3 wrench mines, but discard animals are a pretty good thing. That's what's he got now. Moriok replica. I gotta admit, I've never seen that. I kind of like it. He says this is the best mirror. Well, when you draw a million wrench mines. It certainly is. Okay, we're attacking. Gonna decide. We're gonna play the Rager if he uses replica, and we're gonna play the. If he just trades here, we're gonna play Rager. If he sacks replica, we're gonna play Crack Rats. Yeah, there's more where that came from. I wonder if Silvok Lifestaff is actually any good in this matchup. Probably not. Life isn't really important, and power isn't really important. But he made a land drop, so he probably... Oh, and he has Sign in Blood? Man, what a sack. And a Phyrexian Rager. So he basically drew like 6 cards off his replica. Seems pretty fair. Okay. Battle time and then play Rager. We are pretty far ahead, depending on what his 2 cards are. Yep. Trade, 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 win. That's our deck's motto. Unearth 1 time. Yeah, I run good too. It's hard to believe that I lost to mono blue last round. Deck's running like a machine now. Okay, so he probably has Corrupt in his hand, because I can't... What would he not play besides land, though? It's so dangerous to hold on to a card in this matchup. I guess it could be a spot removal spell. Not really sure. He's pretty far behind at this point. He pretty much needs Crypt Rats to stay in the game. Sign of Blood is risky, but could be worth the risk. Did he not get an animal? Alright, I guess he did not. So now we get to, let's see here. Silvok Lifestaff is pretty terrible. The Geth's Verdicts are pretty terrible. Wrench Mind is obviously amazing, as you saw what it did to us. What else in here is bad? Not too much. These are okay. I mean, they're mediocre. Nihil Spellbomb, I'm actually really looking forward to trying, because you can just counter an Unearth with it and get your card back. Grim Harvest, I really shouldn't have to explain in a Duel of Attrition. Duress can be okay on the draw, because Duress can take an Unearth or it can take a Wrench Mine before they get to get you with it. So I'll probably play that over the Relic of Progenitus, and I think we're good to go.